Right, in this lesson and the next lesson, we are checking out ghost notes. So first of all, let's talk about what a ghost note is, and then we'll have a look at the technique, because it's a pretty tricky technique. There's a lot of dynamic separation. You have to be really strict with your, especially left hand, if you're playing ghost notes with your left hand on the snare. So what is a ghost note? Well, a ghost note is a super soft note. Double P, dynamic. Double P in Italian means pianissimo, which means very soft. P means piano, or piano, which means soft, and double P means very soft. So we facilitate that with our technique by playing really low to the drum. And a ghost note is around about 2 to 3 centimeters, so it's very soft. It's even softer than a non-accent. So if I'm playing regular notes, maybe a rhythmic passage that's got accents and non-accents, well, my non-accents are about here, but ghost notes are down here. Right, they're really low to the drum. Rather than now, you just saw me do two different versions of it then. For general playing, I always go for 2 to 3 centimeters, right? That's how I was taught to do it, and I like that sound. But I'm absolutely aware that if you're really digging in and you're playing in a rock context, more so than maybe a funk context, you might want your ghost notes to be louder, right? And so you can, for sure, play them louder. But for general playing, it's great if you can get them really soft. And 9 times out of 10, in my experience, not only with myself, but certainly with my students, it's that people's soft notes are too loud. So let's now talk about what we're doing with our technique to facilitate getting ghost notes. What we're going to do, let's have a look from the side, is we're going to grip the stick just like normal. We're going to hold the stick in the center of the drum. You don't need to come off to the edge. You can do it all with your technique, right? All with your stick heights. Go to about 2 to 3 centimeters and just drop and come back. That's all you're doing, right? Now, obviously, if you do this in a groove, you can see, obviously, I'm coming up for my accents. Now, that's a combination of two things. One, I'm pivoting at the wrist, and two, I'm using a little bit of my shoulder and lifting up my arm. A little bit of that molar whipping principle, okay? But a lot of it is done at the wrist. Now, you notice if I play these too loud, right, now there might be a context for doing that. If things are really slamming, maybe you want to do something like that. But generally, the ghost notes are way too loud. And there's no dynamic contrast, right? It's the separation of the dynamics from the very soft all the way up to the loud with a rim shot. That's what creates the depth of groove, that illusion of what we call, oh, such and such, they've got a really deep groove, a really deep pocket. Big percentage of what they're talking about is the dynamic separation, right? So you have to play with dynamics, and we call these internal dynamics, right? So let's start out with a basic pattern. We're going to start adding in a ghost note on 1E. We're just going to add one ghost note in the bar, okay? And it looks and sounds like this. Instead of being, we're going to go 1E, 3 and 4 and 1E, 2, 3, 4. With music that looks like this. 1E and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1E and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. Let's now do it as a double 1E and. Okay, so we've now got 2 ghost notes in a row. 3, 4. 1E and 2, 3, 4, 1. Hey guys, I hope you're enjoying the lesson. We'd really love you to scroll down and click the free trial link below for I Can Play Drums Pro. Over 700 4K lessons, 2,000 backing tracks, regular student reviews, and a thriving community that you'll be welcomed into. You won't be charged until after the trial period, and you can cancel at any time before then. We'd love to see you there. Back to the show. Now we're going to go back to the single, and instead of just doing it on 1E, we're going to do it on 3E as well. And it's basically the same thing, right? That looks like this. 3E, 4, 1E, 2, 3E, 4, 1. And now the double on 3 as well. So it's now 1E and 2 and 3E and 4 and. let's add a kick drum on 1E and A, right? We're basically building our beat as we go. 1E and A, 2, 3, 4. 1E and A, 2, 3, 4, 1. Do it on beat 3 as well. 1E and A, 2, 3E and A, 4. 1E and A, 2, 3E and A, 4, 1. Now, as you get more complex and we're adding in more ghost notes and different bass drums and so on, you've got to make sure that all of the limbs that are supposed to land together do actually land together and don't split apart, right? So don't be doing like, or these kind of micro flams when it's supposed to be. And the example in what we just did there with that beat is landing on 1 and together, because you're getting the hi-hat on 1 and you're also getting the 1E and. You're getting the second of the double landing with the hi-hat. So we're getting 1E and, right? They're supposed to land together. 1E and. It's not this. 1E left flam or 1E right flam. It's together, right? All right, so that's all doing ghost notes before a backbeat, either through beat 1 or through beat 3, before the big snare hit on 2 and 4. Let's have a look now at doing ghost notes after 2 or 4, right? So we're going to get rid of all the ghost notes in beat 1 and 3, and we're just going to have a look at doing a double on 2 and A, right? And that sounds like this, right? So that was 2 and A. 1 and 2 and A. 1 and 2 and A. And do it on beat 4 as well. 2 and A, 3, 4 and A, 1. 2 and A, 3, 4 and A, 1. All right. Now you could put all of that together and you'd now get okay? Really important that while we're practicing just learning how to do it, that we keep the dynamics really separated so that when we speed up, it sounds good, right? Because the number one thing that happens when we speed up is we lose all the technique and we lose all the dynamic separation and everything becomes like this. That's what happens with 99% of students who go from this, where it's sounding really good when it's really slow, lots of soft notes, and then as soon as you pick up the speed, and I think the reason for that is it takes more effort to play fast, and so we're really thinking, right, we've got to push, work harder. Actually, we've got to still stay really relaxed, and that's a difficult thing to do, to be playing fast but remain relaxed. So there you go, guys. That's how to play ghost notes both before a backbeat and after a backbeat. The main thing is the dynamic separation. Enjoy. Be sure to click the link below for instant access to your free 7-day trial of I Can Play Drums Pro.